All right. So, Kimber Zelik wound up paying me a visit earlier today, and he dropped off a couple really nice gifts. One of which being the Kimber Zelik t-shirt. How about that, huh? I love it. I'm so used to getting stickers from people. Getting, a t-shirt is just, well, pretty freaking awesome. So, anyways, but that was just one of the really super cool things he dropped off. Let me show you the other things. A 3 horsepower, 3-phase motor. Would you look at that? So that is going to be for the planer. I will hopefully dig into it in the coming days or weeks or so and see if I can get it rigged up and get the planer powered back up. I've got the phase converter motor sitting outside right now, covered up. I'm just, fighting with other projects right now that are a little more important than the phase converter, but we'll get back to it. We'll get there. He also was kind enough to give me a piece of brass. Looks like it's in excess of 1.5 inches, maybe. Maybe not excess. Maybe around about 1.5 inches by 5 or so inches long. So, anyways, that is another wonderful, wonderful gift. He also dropped off this, which I just don't know if I can use. I think it's MT4 adapter, MT4 to MT3. I can't remember for sure, but there's a slight chance that it might work on the Logan lathe with an adapter, but I'm not sure, so we'll see. That one might be returned to sender possibly, but another incredible act of kindness. He dropped off for me to borrow a pair of MT3 reamers. So, without further ado, I'm going to pause the camera and I'm going to get this guy situated so that I can ream the tailstock on this thing. Because I think, if I remember right, the bore of that is a little boogered up because I was having trouble with this guy gripping. Of course, I need to clean this up pretty badly also by the looks of things, but first things first, I'm sure the tailstock is in pretty rough shape. So anyways, let me pause the camera and start getting situated to work on this. Okay, I think I got part of the stuff situated to deal with this. Not going to do a whole lot. It shouldn't take much. I think I just barely need to clean this thing up a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, there looks like the finishing one. Just kind of wanted to see if I was taking anything off yet. Maybe the internal taper on this is not as bad as I thought, but I wanted to at least give it just a little touch up. Actually, let's see if I can find a flashlight real quick. Look down the thing and see what it looks like. Yeah, there's a little drama going on in there, so we'll do what we can. Don't want to go too far, but definitely want to try and clean this thing up a little bit. I don't know if it'll show up very well on the camera what it looked like in there, but I could see a couple of places where something had spun. Definitely not removing much, but that's okay. I don't want to remove much. I just want to do the bare minimum necessary to clean this thing up. I'm gonna maybe try to go until I start to get a little bit across the entire surface of this thing, of the reamer. Obviously, once I get done doing this, I'm going to have to clean up the MT3 tapers that I'm using on it, but I don't have to do that right this second. I just need to get this finished so I can get it back to Kimber as quickly as I can. And you know what? I ought to have a little bit of oil in there, I suppose. I know this is probably about as exciting as watching the grass grow, but it's got to be done, so I figure some people will want to see some of this. With some oil. Obviously not advancing much at all. Just the bare minimum. Yeah, it's just taking it in just a couple of spots. I don't know how well that's showing up. Just a couple of spots that it's really getting a little bit of material off. So anyways, I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to keep plugging away at this for a little bit more. I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. All right, I figured I'd bring you guys back for the last few minutes of this. I've only been at it for, I don't know, a few minutes, but I'm taking off a little bit more material now, but nothing like what I expected. It's all kind of staying in one spot, or the material that's being removed is kind of in one spot, and it really takes a surprising amount of rotational force to rotate this reamer. So I'm just going to clean it up a little bit more, and I'm going to call it good, because the goal isn't to remove a ton of material, it's just to remove the high spots, and I'm probably already there. So I don't want to get too carried away with it. Alright, I think this is going to be it. And like I said, I still have to clean up my tooling for the machine, but this was kind of the missing link, is being able to fix the interior taper on this thing. So I will feel a lot better about this, I think. Yeah, it's getting material across the whole, getting material across very nearly the entire length of its engagement. So I think I can live with that. Let me look down the bore on this thing. I mean, there's still deep gouges, but I'm not going to go far enough to try and remove the gouges. I think that is going to be done. I'm going to try and get some of the crap out of there. And I think I'm going to try one of the MT3s that I've got for the Logan real quick. I want to get this cleaned up fairly well so I can get it back to Kimber though also. All right. I accidentally tore the paper, but all right. I'm counting on you guys to remind me to make sure that this makes it back to him. Looks like there might be some gunk way down at the very bottom. Might have to go in there with a magnet to clean out the rest of it, but ouch. That's going to be pretty good on engagement. Yeah, even with my finger I can feel the gouges pretty badly, but at any rate, I have knocked off the high spots, and that's really all I care to do. I don't want to just keep going at it and going at it and going at it, so. All right, I'm going to call that good. All right, so again, I cannot thank Kimber enough for his kindness and his help on these sorts of things. So until next time, I'll catch up with you guys later.